Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the video for class 12 Computer Science with Python and continuing the series of working with functions in which we have already discussed that what is function, what are the advantages of function, how to write different types of functions, what are parameters and what are arguments. In this video we are going to continue this topic and today we are going to discuss some of the again very important topics like scope of variable. So dear students, without wasting our time, let us start the video. So the first topic which we are going to discuss today is scope of variable. When we are talking about scope of variable, let us try to understand this meaning. So scope, there are some scope rules of all the languages. Okay, so these are the rules that decide in which part of the program a particular piece or a particular variable would be accessible. Okay, so if we can say that scope of variable, it means the part of program within which the variable is legal or it is accessible. So here a variable can have local scope or global scope. First we will discuss what is local scope, then we will discuss what is global scope. So here, if any variable is declared within any function body, okay, or within a block, then it can be used only within that function or within that block. Okay, so that one is known to have your local scope. And one thing I want to add here, that the names of formal arguments that we are also called as that we also called as parameters. So the names of formal arguments or parameters are also having local scope. But what is global scope? Global means any variable which is defined outside all the functions are global variables. Okay, and these can be accessed in the whole program. These are accessible throughout the program and all the blocks inside the program. So we can say that lifetime of a variable. So there is two terms, scope and lifetime. So scope means the part of the program in which any particular variable is accessible, and lifetime means the time for which variable lives in memory. So for local variable, the lifetime is the execution time of that particular block or that particular function. But for global variable, the lifetime will be the execution of the whole program, because our variable is accessible through the whole program. Let us try to understand this by the help of example. Okay, so here we are having some piece of code. Here you can see this much has been written. Okay, now as I told you that the parameters are having local scope to the function. So here P, Q and S are having local scope. So these are local to the function sum. Okay, this S is local because this has been defined inside our function. These P and Q are our parameters, that's why this will have local accessible to the function sum. So here three variables are having local scope. What about global scope? All the variables which are defined outside the functions are having global variables. So what are those variables which are not defined in the functions? Those variables are A and P. These are the variables which are not defined inside any function. So here we can say that A and B are having our global scope. So the lifetime of our A and B will be the whole program, but the lifetime of P, Q, S will be only during the execution of this sum function. For example, if we will execute this one, let me explain this more by the help of one example. Suppose here, okay, if you will try to print S here, what will happen? Let us see. Okay, so as I told you that S is local to this function and S will be accessible only to these functions and the block inside this function, and lifetime of s is the execution period of this function. Okay, so if we will try to access this s outside this function, what will happen? Let us see. So just give any number, and here you can see that we are getting error that name s is not defined. It is very obvious that we will get this error because we are trying to access a local scope variable. Okay, so the scope of this variable s was up to this sum function. Okay, so when you will try to access this outside this function, it will give you error. But here a and b are global variable, so these a and b can be used anywhere in the program. Coming back to the next topic. So this was local and global scope. I hope this much be understood to all of you. So one again very important concept that has been given in your syllabus is name resolution or resolving scope of name. So what is the use of this one and what is the significance of this one? Let us try to understand this one. So for example, for any name reference within a program, okay, when we access a variable from within a program or a function, Python follows some name resolution rule. Okay, as I told you that here local variable is having local scope to its function or its block. Global variable is accessible throughout the function, but whenever a Python access a variable, okay, so it follows first some name resolution rule. What is that name resolution rule? So it follows a resolution rule that is known as LEGB. Now what does it means? L stands for local, E stands for enclosing, G stands for global, and B stands for built-in. Now the rule is a kind of name lookup procedure. This is a kind of name lookup procedure, and accordingly the Python is searching for the scope of variable, okay, which determines the order in which Python looks up names. For example, if you reference a given name, okay, for example, if you reference a given name, for example, any variable name is there, then Python will look that name in sequential order. First, it will search the name in its local scope. Then, any enclosing block is there or not. Then, in global scope. Then, in built-in scope. If the name exists, then we will get the first occurrence of it, otherwise we will get an error. Okay, so if any reference is there, what Python will do? Python will search that whether it is in this local scope or not. If the variable will not be there, then only Python will search for the enclosing environment. Okay, that whether any variable with the same name is there or not. If the variable with that name will not be there, then Python will search for it in the global environment, whether there is a variable with the same name or not. If yes, Python will use its value. If no, then Python will search in the built-in environment. If variable will be there, Python will use that variable name. If not, then Python will give you error. Okay, now here when we were writing, sorry, yes, here when we were writing our this code, we were getting an error. So why we were getting an error? Because when this statement was executed, Python was searching this s within the scope. Okay, so it follows all the sequential order. First it search for local scope, then it search for its enclosing scope, then it search for global scope, then it search for built-in environment, and Python was unable to find this one anywhere. That's why at the last it gives us the error. Okay, so again we are having some cases here. Let us discuss the cases one by one. First one is Case 1. The situation is when the variable will be in global scope but not in local scope. What is the situation? Let us see. The variable will be in the global scope but not in the local scope. Now let us try to understand this with the help of the given code. Here you can see we are having one function which is calculating the sum of these two parameters x and y, okay, and we are printing the value, okay. So here you can see that num1 is global variable, okay, because it has been defined outside all the functions, and we are trying to print the value of num1 inside this function. So can you tell me that whether this will give you any error or not? So first let us try to understand that how this legb is going to be followed by the Python. So what Python will do, Python will first, as soon as this statement will be executed, Python will first check the local environment. Okay, so Python will first search for this num1 in the local scope. So what is the local scope? The function definition is the local scope. So the local environment of this, it will search this num1 in the local environment of this function, but num1 is not found here. So in the next step, Python will now check this num variable in the, if there is any parent environment or not, okay. So what is the parent environment of this one? So there is this is the parent environment, okay, this is the global environment. Now in the second stage the Python will search for num1 because there is no any intermediate enclosing, okay, there is no any intermediate enclosing. That's why Python will move to the third step. So it will search this one in the global environment, and here the Python will get the num1 variable, so it will take the value from here, okay. So let us try to execute this one. What we are having, so it is very simple, it is not going to give us any error. So when we will execute this one, num1 I am enter, so here s7 is being accessed, okay. So this is the first case when variable is in global scope but not in local scope. Let us try to find out about the second case, what we are having in second case, okay. So in this case what we are having in the second case, variable neither in local scope nor in global scope. So it is very simple. If you are trying to access any variable which is not in either local scope nor in global scope, what will happen? Simply we will get error, okay. So let us try to understand this by the help of example. So here you can see that we are trying to access a variable name. So what Python will do? First Python will, okay, let me copy this to the IDLE so that we can see the output as well. So here, okay, let us follow the Python rule. Here we are having a name reference name, means name of the variable is name. First step, Python will search for this name in the local scope. So nowhere this name has been defined. Okay, now Python will search for any intermediate enclosing. There is no intermediate enclosing. So again Python will move to the third step. Python will search for the global environment. So here global environment, we don't have any variable name. So when Python will search all the uh, when Python will search all this, when Python will search for this variable throughout the program and it is unable to find out this variable name, so Python will give you an error. So we will have one error, the name is not defined. It is very obvious that If a variable is not inside local scope, not in global scope, then we will have an error. Then third case. What is the third case? Same variable name in local as well as global scope. Now it may also happen. What we are having? If inside a function we assign a value to a name which is already there in the higher level scope, then which variable will be accessed? Okay, so a local variable created with same name as that of global variable hides the global variable. Okay, so what will happen if you are having the same name in our function which is already in the higher level scope, then Python won't use the higher scope variable because it is an assignment statement, and assignment statement creates a variable by default in the current environment. Let us try to understand this one by the help of example. So here you can see that, let me copy the code. So these are very important from exam point of view. You may get output calculation questions from this topic. So here you can see, dear students, we are having a variable tiger which is having local scope here as well as global scopes also. Okay, so what will happen when we are trying to access here print function, because it is known to us that we cannot access this local variable globally because its lifetime is up to only this function definition. So when this statement will be executed, when this statement will be executed, there will be no confusion. These variables are going to access only this global variable because this lifetime will be over after this function definition. But what about this one? Because this is also accessible here, and this global variable is also accessible here. So as I told you that if the same name exists in local variable and global variable, then the local variable hides the global variable because here we are using assignment operator, and as soon as we are using assignment operator in case of Python, what happens? It creates a variable by default in the current environment. Okay, so what do you think? What will be the output? The output will be, first here it will be 95, then we are calling this function, so it will give you what? It will give you 15 only, it will not give you 95. And again when you will print this tiger, so it will again give you 95. So our output will be 95, 15 and 95. Let us see. So here we are getting the output 95, 15 and 95. Okay, but what if you want to access this variable inside the function definition? Okay, situation is same. We are having same name variable in local scope as well as global scope, but we want to access this inside our local variable. But this is not a good programming practice. Just you should know that how this can be done. Okay, so if you want to use the global variable inside the local scope, then what should be done? So let us try to understand this again with the help of example. Here you can see that one global keyword is there. Okay, so if you will use a global keyword inside the local scope, then that will indicate that not to use, sorry, it will indicate that you have not to use the local variable tigers. Okay, rather you have to use the global variable with that particular name. Okay, so if you are using a global keyword, a global statement, then it will no more access this local variable with the same name. It will access the global variable. So let us try to see the changes we will do in the same program. What we have to do, just we have to add a, okay, let us copy this one. Only one additional statement is there with the global keyword, okay, and it will tell the Python that this has not to be taken into account. Global tigers means this global variable has to be accessed. Okay, so if this is the case, so what will be the output? Let us try to understand. So here what will be the output? This statement will give you 95. Okay, done. So as soon as we will call this function, so this function will access this global variable tiger 95, and when we are writing tiger equal to tigers is equal to 15, so now this value has been modified by 15. Now this variable refers to this 15. Okay, so it will print 15, and again after coming back here, since the global variables has been referred to 15, so again this will give you the value 15. So output will be 95, 15, 15. Let us try to understand this once again. So here the result of one function will be what? The value of global variable is printed, okay, which was modified to 15. Earlier it was 95, but here since we have written this one and after this we have written this one, so global variables mean this variable has been now modified to 15, so this will give you 15. And after executing, okay, the result of print statement inside main program, the value of global tigers, which is now 15, now here also the value 15 will be printed. Okay, so once a variable is declared global in a function, we cannot undo the statement. Okay, so that is after a global statement, the function will always refer to the global variable, and local variable cannot be created of the same name. Okay, so for a good programming practice, the use of global statement is always discouraged, but in this way you can access the global variable inside a local scope. So this was all about the scope of variable and the resolving name resolution or resolving scope of a name. So I hope this much be understood to all of you. So if you find this video useful, then don't forget to like it, share it and subscribe it. Thank you for watching.